Husqvarna has never been a brand that merely follows trends, and the re-emergence of the Silver Streak name would be a powerful reminder of that philosophy. The possibility of a Husqvarna Silver Streak 701 represents more than a new model rumor. It signals a strategic return to the brand's deep heritage while confronting a modern motorcycle market that increasingly values identity over raw numbers. The original Husqvarna Silver Streak, introduced in the early 1930s, was one of the company's most iconic motorcycles. Finished in polished aluminum and silver paint, it was both a technical showcase and a design statement, proving that Husqvarna already understood emotional appeal nearly a century ago. The Silver Streak was not merely fast for its era. It symbolized innovation, craftsmanship, and Nordic minimalism long before these became marketing buzzwords. That historical context matters today because Husqvarna's modern lineup, while technically excellent, has largely leaned on KTM-derived platforms. Models like the Vitpillen and Svartpilen succeeded visually, yet many enthusiasts still argue that Husqvarna has not fully capitalized on its deeper legacy. Reviving the Silver Streak name could be the missing link between past prestige and present performance. The Enduro 701 provides a compelling mechanical foundation for such a revival. Powered by the 693 cubic centimeters LC4 single-cylinder engine, the Enduro 701 remains one of the most powerful single-cylinder production motorcycles on the market. With output hovering around 74 horsepower, it delivers a level of punch that few rivals can match, especially when paired with its relatively low weight. Beyond raw output, the Enduro 701's performance character is defined by immediacy and aggression. Torque arrives early, throttle response is sharp, and the chassis encourages confident riding both on and off-road. This engine is not about refinement alone. It is about visceral engagement, something increasingly rare in an era dominated by parallel twins and electronic filtering. From a strategic standpoint, using the Enduro 701 engine in a Silver Streak 701 makes sense. Husqvarna already owns one of the best single-cylinder platforms in the world, yet its emotional appeal is currently confined to functional enduro and supermoto forms. A Silver Streak variant could transform that same mechanical excellence into a halo product. The motorcycle features a silver-dominant body, accented by clean lines and restrained red detailing, immediately evoking classic Husqvarna racing heritage. Unlike overly nostalgic retro bikes, the design balances heritage cues with modern minimalism. The fuel tank shape appears sculpted rather than bulky, giving the bike a lean, athletic profile. The exposed trellis frame emphasizes mechanical honesty, while the absence of excessive body panels keeps the design visually light. This approach aligns closely with Husqvarna's Scandinavian design language, where form follows function without sacrificing beauty. The long travel suspension, gold anodized forks, and spoked wheels indicate that this is not a purely aesthetic exercise. The Silver Streak 701 concept clearly retains serious off-road intent, positioning it closer to a rally-inspired scrambler than a lifestyle-only machine. Analyzing market conditions, Husqvarna arguably needs a model like the Silver Streak 701. The middle to large displacement segment is crowded with parallel twin adventure bikes that often blur into one another. A high-performance single-cylinder heritage machine would immediately stand out in both showroom presence and riding experience. Moreover, KTM already exploits the LC4 platform aggressively with the 690 Enduro R and 690 SMC-R. Allowing Husqvarna to reinterpret that engine through a heritage luxury lens would not cannibalize KTM sales, but instead expand the group's overall reach. The Silver Streak 701 could attract buyers who admire KTM performance but prefer a more refined, design-focused identity. When compared directly to the KTM 690 Enduro R, the hypothetical Silver Streak 701 would trade some extreme off-road focus for aesthetic depth and emotional resonance. Where the KTM is unapologetically utilitarian, the Husqvarna could offer a more curated riding experience without sacrificing performance. Against the Gas ES 700, the Silver Streak 701 would sit at the opposite end of the spectrum. Gas emphasizes playful accessibility, while Husqvarna would lean into premium materials, exclusivity, and design heritage. Both could coexist comfortably without internal conflict. The Yamaha Tenere 700 is another inevitable comparison. Yamaha's strength lies in reliability and balanced usability, but its conservative design and modest power output leave emotional gaps. The Silver Streak 701 could position itself as the anti-Tenere. Less practical, more expressive, and significantly more aggressive. Beyond its immediate peers in the single-cylinder sphere, the prospective Husqvarna Silver Streak 701 must also be measured against established middleweight adventure bikes that dominate global sales charts. First among these is the Honda XL 750 Transalp, a machine defined by Honda's relentless focus on versatility and rider comfort. While the Transalp's parallel twin package prioritizes smoothness and touring friendliness, the Silver Streak's single-cylinder architecture would deliver a markedly spikier and more engaging throttle character. For riders seeking connection over refinement, Husqvarna's ethos could gain traction, albeit at the cost of the everyday practicality that has made the Transalp a hit. The Suzuki V-Strom 800DE represents another important benchmark. Suzuki's latest middleweight adventure is rugged, tech-rich, and designed for long days on pavement and dirt alike. By contrast, the Silver Streak 701's minimal electronics and lighter weight would appeal to purists but may struggle to convince buyers who value creature comforts and multi-terrain adaptability over raw character. Then there's the evergreen Kawasaki KLR 650, the wolf in sheep's clothing that continues to attract riders with its simplicity and resilience. The KLR's air-cooled single-engine, heavy chassis, and old-school ergonomics have made it the affordable adventure workhorse for decades. The Silver Streak 701, with its high-revving LC4 engine and premium intent, would not seek to dethrone the KLR in its own budget-centric domain. Rather, the comparison highlights how Husqvarna must justify a premium price by delivering not just performance, but a consistent identity that resonates with riders who appreciate modern performance without losing mechanical honesty. The Aprilia Touareg 660 is perhaps the most apt, philosophical foil to the Silver Streak concept. Aprilia's middleweight dual-sport blends sharp handling, advanced electronics, and genuine off-road capability with a smooth, responsive twin-cylinder engine. The Touareg's balance of accessible power and tour-ready features sets a high bar for any competitor seeking to attract adventure riders who also crave everyday usability. Against that backdrop, the Silver Streak 701 would lean into raw character and design purity over technological sophistication, positioning itself as a machine for experienced riders who embrace challenge rather than abstraction. From a branding perspective, reviving the Silver Streak name would strengthen Husqvarna's identity beyond KTM with better design. It would remind the market that Husqvarna's history predates most modern manufacturers and that innovation has always been part of its DNA. Critically, the Silver Streak 701 should not become a limited edition museum piece. Its success would depend on Husqvarna's willingness to position it as a usable, rideable motorcycle, not merely a collectible. Pricing, availability, and real-world durability would define its credibility. If executed correctly, the Silver Streak 701 could become Husqvarna's most emotionally compelling model in decades. It would bridge racing heritage, modern performance, and minimalist design in a way few competitors can match.